Hello and welcome to Tennis with Evelyn. So we have Wimbledon right around the corner, and I thought I would just go ahead and rank the Grand Slam tennis tournaments. So we have four of them. We have the Australian Open that starts in January. We have the French Open, which just ended in June. Right around the corner, we've got Wimbledon, and then the US Open in August into September. So I'm going to rank them based on my opinion of which ones are basically the best to view and maybe the best to attend. And I'm going to rank them 4 through 1 and start off with number 4. Now, this is my opinion, so all of them are great, but some are better than others, in my opinion. So, number 4 is the Australian Open. And why is it number 4? Well, the coverage time. And this is mainly probably due to me being in the United States. The time zones, I mean, what is it, 11 through maybe 14 hours different time zone? It's just difficult to watch. Now, I will give credit to the Tennis Channel, which has a show at 7 o'clock, and they review the past days and the upcoming matches. And that might be some of the best viewing that you're going to get because ESPN, sometimes it doesn't start until 9 or 10 on the East Coast. You maybe get some in the morning. The finals are usually around 3 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. That's just a little bit difficult. I'm sure that it's very refreshing for the Australians. They finally get something on their time frame. But for the United States, it's a little bit difficult. It's also the reverse weather. They're in the southern hemisphere, so it's their summer, but it's my winter. And this winter, it was in like the 20s or 30s, and I couldn't even play tennis. And then I'm watching it on TV, and it's in the 80s and 90s and beautiful sunny days. Just not as conducive if you can't play tennis and you're watching it. So it's just a little bit different. It's not as prestigious, but it is much more prestigious. When I was growing up, it just wasn't as prestigious. But I will give the Australian Open a lot of credit beginning in 1988 when they moved to this facility they are in now. They greatly improved the tournament, and it is really on par with all the others. They were the first to come up with the roof, which is great for when it rains, and inspired the others to change. They also have a lot of really great technology. If you ever notice when the players sit down and the automatic umbrella comes over them, and also the umpires, if you ever notice the chair that they sit on, it's like an escalator. It takes them right up to the chair. They just seem to take a lot of pride in being ahead in the technology race. So that is one feather in their cap. Okay, who's number 3? Wimbledon. Oh my goodness. Wimbledon is great. And so 1 through 3 are really very close. I put the Australian a little bit lagging down at number 4. But Wimbledon, I would say that the some of the slight negatives would be that it still starts on Monday, whereas all the others will have an earlier Sunday start. So you just get one less day. It is a little bit of an odd surface, grass. How many people play on grass? I played on grass. I won my first tournament I ever won was in beautiful Sandestin, Florida on grass. But there aren't very many grass tournaments anymore. There aren't many opportunities for most people to play on grass, so it's just kind of an odd surface with form that's just not going to be applicable for the average league player, even though it is interesting to watch it. There's the coats and the sundresses, the strawberries and cream. I miss when they used to do the curtsy and bow to the royal box. They don't do that anymore, but it's all very English and very quaint. They were the first to come up with the idea of the breakfast at Wimbledon. That was the Borg McEnroe match. Before, the ladies' final would be on Friday and the gentlemen's final would be on Saturday. They did not play on Sunday. They didn't play on the middle Sunday. That's just something recent as well. And I do believe that coming up with the Breakfast at Wimbledon theme helped move the All England Tennis and Croquet Club to go ahead and start playing on those days. So thanks for that. All right, who's number 2? Ah, Roland Garros. I love all things French, being a Francophile. I love their start on Sunday, and they have very visible, very long night matches. I like it, even though they don't have women playing in them. they have been very interesting and good. It really has made the matches go into, I've been watching them all the way to about 6 or 7 o'clock at night here, so I know they were really late there. I do appreciate it. Thank you. I know that it's not it's not necessarily ideal for you to be playing at 11 or 12 o'clock, but I enjoyed it here selfishly in the United States. The red clay surface, I play on clay a lot. It's very good to learn from, to watch the form on it. Like I mentioned in there, watching the form, the surface is slower, so the point construction is greater and you can really see the form and watch it much better. I also like the French language. It's the only one of the four that's in French in a different language. I love it when they say égalité and premier service and deuxième service. I love those. I just love listening to the French language. I love it when they introduce the players. They're so enthusiastic when they do that. So it's number two. So we know who number one is, and it is the US Open. Of course, probably a little bit prejudiced. It's my home slam. Okay, this one is you've got tennis from like 10 o'clock in the morning to all the way to midnight or beyond. The night matches are off the hook. And you have women's night matches as well. You have a large stadium, it's loud, there's nothing like it, the noise from it. I know a lot of players don't like it, but it is wonderful from a viewer standpoint. You've got celebrities and celebrity cams and the honey deuces, everybody's knocking those down. And it is my home slam, of course, so I'm a little bit prejudiced in this. So, which ones would I like to attend? Well, it pretty much goes by which ones I think are best for viewership as well. I would love to attend the United States Open just because it would be probably the easiest for me to attend, and then the French and Wimbledon and the Australian. It's not, I'll be honest, I've never really been as eager to go to Australia, but if I did, I'd probably go just to see the Australian Open. So there you have it. All of them are great. They're all great in their own way. And mainly the US wins it just because it's my home slam and there's so much that you can watch and I'm into viewership. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think, and please click like and subscribe, and I hope you come back to my channel.